Okay folks, Hermit here, and it's March 1st, and it's mid-afternoon, March 1st, and yesterday I did a video showing early signs of spring in the mosses, which sit there and are green all winter, but start really turning green and growing. And I said yesterday that I was looking for the first signs of spring. Well, I got a surprise for you, and off we go. Little 50-foot hike. Looking down over Stoney Creek, and we're passing right by the champion chestnut to give you an idea of where we are. And I'm being careful walking because there's the champion chestnut. Everything, you know, is just as bare can be. This is the time of year when the forest canopy is just completely bare. All the leaves have been ripped off by all the winds over the winter and all the storms and everything, so it's absolutely maximum clarity. Today we had a sad cloud from hanging over the mountains. We had a cloud that was what you call a standing wave cloud caused by the Blue Ridge, and there was this tantalizing, tempting patch of blue sky off to the west, and it just never got here. And well, finally late this afternoon it did finally clear up. So here we are crossing Gravelly Creek, which again, if you want your spring green, just look at all the mosses, because they just sit there and wait, and as soon as the sun gets a little bit warm, they start growing and spreading and doing their thing. And we're headed down toward Stoney Creek, which is down there, and along the way wondering what else I might see that's green. A while back, like 7th of February I believe it was, I did a video where I was sitting on a slope like this facing south, and the slope was just covered with ferns, and I didn't know the name of them at the time, but they are just what you might expect. They're called Christmas ferns because they stay green for Christmas, and they're one of the very most common ferns that are in the whole eastern United States, up and down basically Nova Scotia to Florida and west of Minnesota to the Mississippi River. And if we passed one, I'll show it to you. Crazy enough, I haven't yet seen a single one or anything else. We're coming down out of Stoney Creek, and I'm not keeping myself in the picture, which is what I like to usually do. Here's our southwest, our west corner Cascades, which are just always a great pleasure. So off we go down from the west corner to Bee Bonnet Falls. Okay, here we have finally a Christmas fern nestled here in a peaceful little nook right behind, with the creek behind. And they all kind of droop down and stay low to the ground, but they stay wonderfully green. And, well, green, I mean, we've got a little sprout of a hemlock there. But, okay, so what's our first sign of spring? We're going by Bee Bonnet Falls, and we're going to a, right below Bee Bonnet Falls, which is there. It's already in the shade because the afternoon is coming on. And at Bonnet Falls, I am at work on a bridge to get across Stoney Creek when it's too high to ford, which happens to be about half the time or more for a safe, comfortable ford. So there's the bridge under construction, and the linchpin of it was an old broken extension ladder. And as I was working on that bridge today, I just happened to come up here, walking along this wonderful little old path, and da-da-da-da-da-da, bingo! A little flower, and I do not know the name for sure, and I'll look it up as I do when I don't know the names. Lonely single flower. It's got another bud there, but what wonderful first sign of spring, the first spring wildflower. That's it. 50-foot hike to a flower. A hermit at the Cloister at 3 Creeks on the trail to the bridge. Signing off. Okay folks, here I am again. Today is March 2nd, and I did my research and I found out that the flower that produced the spring beauty, the first sign of spring here at the Cloister at 3 Creeks, I'm the hermit, is called the spring beauty. Claytonia virginica, Claytonia virginica, named after John Clayton, who was a botanist in colonial Virginia, who was born in 1694, died in 1773, so didn't even make it to the United States Revolution. So here we are at the beautiful Loudwater with Our Lady of the Loudwater. It's morning on just a beautiful day here in the Cloister at 3 Creeks, and the creeks are roaring along. It never ceases to amaze me how much water the ground stores in these crazy small watersheds, and yet the water just keeps pouring out and pouring out and pouring out, and doesn't ever seem to run out. Okay, here I am again, and I didn't explain, but I'm coming down to the bridge to finish up the work on the bridge, and I'm carrying all the tools on my back and some more boards in order to carry it all in one load. I'm using my old 775 liter Osprey mountaineering backpack, the one I used to climb the 20,000 foot mountain in South America, and certainly did not use it for hiking the AT. The pack itself weighs 5 pounds, and most people don't want to carry more than 20 pounds at the most. Okay, so here we are. Yes, they say the spring beauties bloom for 3 days. Did all my research. So here is our little friend, Claytonia virginica, on its second day of bloom, I assume, March 2nd, whispering along with the spring breezes, and spring beauty. It is providing the first beauty of spring, and it's a perennial, has a tuber down underneath there that makes its early spring appearance very easy. And here's the bridge almost finished over Stoney Creek. And just up there where the log is blocking the view, that's Bee Bonnet Falls. So today I'm going to finish the bridge, and I'm working on the access trail, which kind of has to run along a steep side slope a little bit to get up there. And then I have a good full ability to cross Stoney Creek without getting wet, without having to take off my shoes, or to do some risky, dangerous rock hopping, which, depending on how high the water is either possible or not. Okay, so the hermit here enjoying just a spectacular day. It's going to get up to 68, they say, at the Cloister at Three Creeks. Signing out. Have a good one.